Coach, opening statement.
I think we pitched well enough to win and good enough defense. Same story. Can't score runners, so that kind of encapsulated our season. 12 runners left on, multiple opportunities to crack the game open. We're going to have to get tougher athletes at the plate as we move forward in this program into next year.
Questions?
See, Tanner, you started out just terrific, and then would it hit back of your leg when the ball hit you, or?
No, it got me square.
Can you speak into the mic, please?
It got me square in the calf.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you went down hard. It looked like you just couldn't push off, or?
Yeah, I mean, it just cramped up on me real quick, and then it just got real tight, and it was just hard to push off that back foot.
Yeah. The mentality, getting the start in a game that you guys obviously you have to win. What was going through your mind, this morning, pre-game?
It's just another game, and I'm blessed to play it. But the mentality was the same: go out and compete for my team, and sometimes the chips fall for you, sometimes they don't. And just today, it just didn't work out all that well.
Other questions?
Coach, you talked about wanting more competitive athletes at the plate, but from a pitching standpoint, Tanner gives up the home runs, but then he comes right back and goes back to what he was doing before then, and then Borowski comes in and does what he does. I know you kind of mentioned that you had the pitching to win, but does it just not translate from the mound to the batter's box? Is that?
Well, I mean, I think we got to look back too. We lost two real key guys early in the year, our 3 and 4 hole hitters in Mitch Robinson and Bly Madris, and after the third week of the year, and that. But we still won over 40 games, and we did that primarily with pitching and great defense. We were close to around leading the nation in defense. I think we'll come in second now, which doesn't matter. But our pitching and defense carried us a long way, and we scored just enough to win. But at this level in these games. When you have bases loaded, you got to cash in. You got runners on second and third. You got to have somebody that steps up and squares a ball up. And we didn't have that regularly. We didn't have enough people that showed the ability to do that.
Coach, what do you turn around and tell your seniors that this is their last hurrah?
Well, we thank them for their hard work. We push these guys really hard. We drive them hard. We're on them all the time. We're kind of relentless in that way, and they stick through it and hang in there, and we have high expectations, and we expect a lot of them, and then we just simply thank them, and we tell them we love them, and they're part of this family forever, and we wish them best of luck, and we tell them if this is the worst day of their life, then they're going to have a pretty good life.
So the last ball hit to Alec, he's made that play millions of times probably. It's just one of those that it just didn't come up on the, off the ground, and it's just one of those, wrong time for that to happen. But the way every kid on that team went out to kind of pick him up kind of tells you a lot about this club. Yeah,
they care about each other, and they're close. And, that's, in that situation, I had Alex playing a little deeper than normal depth. We were playing no doubles and trying to force them to get 2 base hits to beat us there. We didn't want any balls hit over our head. If we have them at normal depth, that's probably an easier play. But once again, you commit to those moves, and I think it's the right move. And, we still had a chance to keep the ball in front. Alex Five's done a ton for this program, and he's maybe the best leadoff hitter we've ever had, in my time anyway, and great defender. And, he was just trying to make a play. He wanted to catch that ball and in the inning, and the ball sank, and we're dealing with a little bit of wind. It is what it is. I mean, that's baseball.
What do you and Tanner, first year in this program, what do you kind of take from this into next year?
Just say we got to get better. That's all I have to say.
Absolutely. We did well, but there's always things we can work on, and there's always room for improvement.
Coach, that final play kind of talked about guys pressing too hard, trying to be the hero in situations, maybe just trying too hard. Did that play did it just kind of seem like it encapsulated kind of the lows of this season?
Yeah, I mean that play that Alex was dealing with, that's the line drive right at an outfielder is the toughest play. It's the toughest read, and he got it on the last play of the game, and and he's an aggressive kid, and he's made a lot of great plays, and that ball just took a bad hop on him. He tried to keep it in front late, but it kicked, and it is what it is.
Coach, just as a whole, you kind of alluded to the injuries that you guys had all year, and obviously you're not using that as an excuse, but to see what this group did, the depth that you guys have, what does that say about this team and what they did manage to do this year?
Well, I think it's a real testament given, I can't put together any 5-year stint since I've been here. Add up all the injuries over a 5-year stint. We had more this year than any 5-year stint I can come up with. And for the next guy up mentality, next man up, to step up and produce at least at a level where we can win. I don't think we were dominant, but we won, and that's at the end of the day the object of the deal, right? And so to win 40+ games and be the #1 seed in the regional and host, and there were some real accomplishments there.
And you talked about the injuries obviously to Bly and those guys, but your pitching staff the last couple of weeks. I mean, you lose 2 starters. And you win the conference tournament, you do what you have, just basically piecing things together. I mean, your young kids really came a long way the last 3 weeks.
It did give our young guys an opportunity to be thrown in the fire a little more, and most of them really responded well. And we got a glimpse of the possibility. They got some good high-pressure experience here as freshmen, and they can grow from that if they use the information correctly.
Any other questions? Thank you.